Oi, aloha kaua, aloha kākou. Uh, o wau no o Malia Nobrega-Olivera. Eia au ma kuʻuoneha nau ma Kauai. Mahalo nui I ko koho ʻana e nanea pū a e ʻaʻo pū kaua e pili ana I kēia palapala. Um, I kapa ia o Kūʻokoʻa ʻāina Based Leadership. Aloha everyone and mahalo for um, joining us to learn more about this Kūʻokoʻa ʻāina Based Leadership Graduate Certificate. My name is Malia Nobrega-Olivera and I'm with Hawaii Nui Akea, the School of Hawaiian Knowledge, and I'm a kako'o for um, this graduate certificate program, which is housed under Hawaii Nui Akea, the School of Hawaiian Knowledge. And within our school, we have Kamaka Kuokalani, the Center for Hawaiian Studies. Okay, so we'll get started. So there are a few requirements that are a part of the certificate. This includes 6 classes, which is a total of 16 credits. And this is at the University of Hawaii at Manoa. There are 2 required core courses, Hawaiian Studies 458, which is also cross-listed as a NREM or Natural Resource and Environmental Management course, as well as sustainability. And then there's also a Hawaiian Studies 650 course. We also require 1 field course, which provides for on-the-ground learning opportunities that can help you focus on ʻāina-based project. There are 2 electives that you can choose from a whole variety of different courses, and then finally a capstone, which you will work on a project with a mentor, kumu, and then you will present your project in a end of the semester ho'ike that we will organize for all those that would be graduating. There are 2 required core courses, as I just mentioned, and here you can see the titles of these 2 courses. The Hawaiian Studies 458 course is a Resource Issues and Ethics in Hawaii. Normally, this is offered in the fall semesters, and then in the spring semesters is when the second required course is usually offered, and this is Hawaiian Studies 650, and the title of this course is Hawaiian Geography and Resource Management. And for the last few years, these courses have been offered both online, and then some of them have an option for an in-person as well. The field course is one that we get really excited about because, again, this provides you an opportunity to get out into the community, to work with kūpuna, to work with community leaders. And many of these courses are really based on a pilina relationship that the kumu that's leading the course already has with a community. And what I love about it when I've been a part of the courses and have provided support to the kumu, I've really enjoyed seeing that it's always working towards solutions. And so listening to what are the needs of the community and then finding what solutions, or at least trying to work towards finding these solutions. And so you can see a variety of courses that are currently available that you can choose from, whether they're from Hawaiian Studies, like our Kia'i Kanaloa, Guarding Our Ocean Resources, or NREM, NREM 620, Kayaulu Care and Collaborative Management of Natural Resources, and then maybe even an anthropology course, which will maybe look at oral history or our actual practicums that, again, any one of these will take you into the field, get your hands dirty, huli kalima ilalo, and again, building these relationships with our community members. So here's some examples and some photos from past field courses that our Haumana, our students have participated in, whether it be in the Halelea district here on Kauai, or maybe on Molokai, working with fish pond practitioners, um, maybe doing transit lines, actually looking at the kind of harvest of the i'a and maybe what's also inside and helping to collect some of that data. Sometimes it's also, you know, setting up a system for the community so that they can continue to collect the data and over time can look at what are the trends. Um, yeah, sometimes it's also I've really enjoyed when there are opportunities to do interviews with kūpuna to learn more about the historical changes, the historical practices. And then some of it also includes doing some iminoi, some research in archival letters or documents. And I think at the end, really bringing all of these different pieces together is what the field courses are all about. And so I know whether you're working with choosing a course with Kumu Noi Punivai or Kumu Malia Kutagawa, Kumu Mehana Vaughn, Kumu Rosie Aligaro, maybe even Kumu Kavika Tengan or Kumu Kekueva Kikiloi, that many of these courses really help you to strengthen your relationship, not just with the people, but with the ʻāina and all of its resources. So we mentioned earlier that you would choose two elective courses, and there's a whole variety of them that are found on our website. And I just chose a few of them to give you an example of the variety of courses that are available. For example, Hawaiian Studies, again, 652. There's a course on Kanawai Lawai'a. So maybe if, Lawai'a and ocean resources is something that really gets you excited, then you can, continue your exploration and you would choose your electives as well as maybe your field course around one of the courses that have that ocean focus. Maybe if you're coming from a Hawaiian language background and you want to explore Hawaiian 601 with Kumu Kahikina de Silva, this is a course on kakao mo'olelo. Again, NREM has some courses, oceanography, ethnic studies. Even in the College of Education, we've partnered with some of our kumu or hoa kumu over there, like Summer Mauna Kea and Kumu Julie Kaomea. And this course is one on Indigenous and post-colonial perspectives in education. So maybe if that's a focus that you want to work on or strengthen, then we would recommend one of these courses, or maybe even a seminar with Kumu Ku'aloha Ho'omanawa Nui, English 773, which is a seminar in Hawaiian literature. So again, we have a whole variety of them, and on our website, you would be able to take a look there and choose two of the electives. Finally, a capstone project is a one-credit course where you'll be coming together with other haumana that are getting close to graduation, And during this process, you would be coming up with a project and working together with another kumu who will mentor you through your project. And this would be fall under Hawaiian Studies 631. And then at the end of the semester, we schedule a ho'ike, where again we can invite community, friends, other hoakumu to come and to learn more about the kinds of projects that our Kūʻokoʻa graduate certificate students are working on or have focused on throughout their studies. So what's the process like in applying for the certificate? First and foremost is the deadline. So February 1st is that hard deadline that the graduate division has set, as well as for our school. And so make sure you mark that on your calendar that February 1st is our deadline for all of the applications, because there are two parts to the application. Part one is an application that gets sent directly to graduate division. And then part two is a more internal application, and that's the Kūʻokoʻa graduate certificate application. And all of the links to these applications are found on our website. So what's required in this graduate division application? So if you've applied to the University of Hawaii before for your bachelor's, this would be a very similar process, asking you for some of your basic information. And two of the main prerequisites to enter into the graduate division is a 3.0 or higher GPA, as well as a bachelor's degree from an accredited institution. Some of the other requirements, as you can see here, is completing this application form by the deadline. There's also an application fee, which is $100. And then you will be required to turn in all of your transcripts from any of the schools you've attended outside of the UH system. So if you've only attended, say, Manoa or one of the community colleges, then you wouldn't need to submit your transcripts because we can receive it internally. However, if it's any of the other schools in Hawaii or beyond, then we would need a copy of those transcripts. And again, that would be submitted directly to the graduate division. And again, the payment goes also directly to the graduate division at Manoa, and that would be a payment of $100. Part two, again, is that more internal application that will come to our Komike Ho'okele for review. It's a simple Google form that we're currently using. It'll have some of your basic information about yourself so that we can make sure we can contact you. You'll also be asked to submit 3 references. One would be a personal reference. The second would be an academic reference, maybe a kumu or someone that you've worked with in that can talk to your academic background. And then a community reference, maybe a community leader or an organization you've worked with before that can speak to, your activities in the community. And then there will be a statement of intent, which has 2 questions in there. The first question would be describing what you see as your kuleana or your responsibility to Hawaii and how you work to fulfill that kuleana. And then the second question, how do you see joining this certificate program at this time helping you to shape and fulfill your kuleana to Hawaii? And so we would recommend that you use these questions, maybe put it into a Word doc or Google Doc, so that you can do some editing so that by the time you come into putting it and submitting your application, you can pretty much copy and paste. So I wanted to also introduce to all of you the Komike Ho'okele, who has helped to really push this program through from when we were first dreaming it up a few years ago to where it is today and where we are starting to um, bring students through this program. Kumu Malia Kutagawa is with us at Hawaiian Studies. Kumu Mehana Vaughn is with Natural Resources and Environmental Management. Kumu Noilani Punivai is also with Hawaiian Studies. Kumu Kavika Tengan is with Anthropology and Ethnic Studies. And Kumu Rosie Allegado is at Oceanography and the Sea Grant College Program. There are many other kumu, like I had mentioned, that are a part of the teaching all of the classes and that we've been working really close with on all of these classes and really trying to support indigenous methodologies and especially Native Hawaiian methodologies in creating leaders for our Hawaii today. I also want to introduce you all to our Komike Kako'o. So our Hawaiian Studies graduate chair and advisor is Kumuleilani Basham. She will be one that if you have questions about courses or scheduling or finding the right class for electives and things like that, she would be a great resource to turn to. As well as Ulu Oliva. She's with Native Hawaiian Student Services. She's a graduate program support for many of our programs. So if you have questions about the application process, or maybe once you get in, just keeping in contact with us as we prepare you for graduation and for sharing resources while you're a student at the university. Ulu is definitely a good kako'o for those kinds of support systems. Yeah, so this is the end of our presentation. I wanted to again share the contact info for the three of us, whether it be Kumuleilani, myself, or Ulu. And then all of this is available on our website, manoa.hawaii.edu/kūʻokoʻa. And feel free to reach out. Feel free to take a look at the website. There's other resources there, like different pathways. So, for example, if you would want to join and maybe finish it quickly within 1 year, we give you an example of what that would look like. If maybe you can only take one class a semester, maybe that might turn out to be a 3-year pathway. So you can take a look at some of those example layouts. Also on the website is a listing of all the different courses that we provide and that you can choose from. So please take a look, manoa.hawaii.edu/kūʻokoʻa. And again, if you have any questions as you go through the process, as you prepare your application, please reach out to any one of us. You can CC all of us on your email and one of us will get back to you. And yeah, mahalo again for your interest in the Kūʻokoʻa ʻāina Based Leadership Graduate Certificate Program. And yeah, we look forward to having you be a part of our school and our program and giving back to our community and our lahui. Ke aloha.